Hello, welcome to SwitchedOn. Paul here with your eShop highlights for week 3 of October. I make these videos every week, so please remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when they go live. Well, this is it, one of the biggest release weeks, I'd say, in the history of the Switch. 2 absolutely huge games this week that look to be incredibly well ported, a brand new IP from the makers of Pokemon, and one of the most hotly anticipated indie games all land on the Switch. The week is topped off with a huge game show, EGX, over here in the UK, and I'll be attending that too. So games wise, first up we have the esport phenomenon Overwatch. This team-based shooter has grown so big it has a professional league of 20 teams with millions of dollars at stake each season, and it's not hard to see why. With developer Blizzard's insane polish, this game is loved by millions, and Switch fans have been eager to see the game come to our console, and finally on Tuesday we will have our hands on it. Early indications are the port is solid, though the Switch version compromises and runs at 30 frames a second, but other than that, this is Overwatch in our hands. The game also comes with 3 months of Nintendo Switch Online and will cost £35.99 and $39.99. Also on Tuesday we have the absolutely massive Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition from CG Projekt Red. This beloved action RPG adventure game has over 250 Game of the Year awards and is considered one of the best games of all time. It seems like the work of a witch to get this running as well as it is on the Switch. With a game like Overwatch, early impressions are excellent despite a few expected compromises in textures and resolution. Incredibly, the entire game is also squeezed onto a single 32GB cartridge for the retail version, which is great news for you physical collectors. A new IP from Pokemon developers Game Freak would usually be headline news any other week, I'm sure, but its release on Wednesday the 16th should not be overlooked. Set in a single small town, this JRPG aims to do things a little differently, from the way combat is handled to not needing to grind areas for XP. It's a game that respects players' time, and clocking in at around 15 hours seems fair for the more budget price here of £22.49 and $24.99. I'll have a full review of this one on Wednesday, and I'll have a deeper look of the combat in the video I'll link to above. Now, it's a brave publisher that pushes a big game out this week, but Bandai Namco are fearless as they drop Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth on Friday. I know very little about this series unfortunately, but I understand it's similar to Pokemon, and I know it's got a very decent following, so I expect this is another reason for lots of excitement for Switch owners this week. My indie game of the week is another highly anticipated port of an older game, with 2017's classic A Hat in Time making its way to the Switch. This is a 3D platformer very much in the vein of classic old 3D Mario games, or even Odyssey for that matter. The game also launches with a paid-for DLC called Seal the Deal, though buying both bundled together gives you a small discount. Really liking the look of this one, and I know it's reviewed well in the past. The only concern is the huge size of install on the Switch compared to the other consoles, so I'd advise checking out some reviews before parting with your cash. Talking of indies, I'll make quick mention for Meg Aquarium, which arrives on Friday. Fans of theme park tycoon type games should be well catered for here, and I'm hoping to pick this one up for a look at it, so I'll drop that video if the publisher comes through with a code for me. If some of these incredible games still don't tickle your fancy, don't forget there's a load of classic RPGs that also release on the 15th, with the enhanced editions of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Planetscape Torment and Icewind Dale. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of gameplay in those. And finally, Stranded Sails, an indie crafting, farming, building survival game, releases on Thursday from Merge Games and looks to be another great game of this genre as you try to rebuild your ship and escape the island you washed up on. Well, there you go, an incredible week of releases. I really hope you find something here you like. I'll certainly be looking to host some Overwatch matches, so check out my Discord in the description below to join in on those if you fancy it. I'm packing up and heading off to EGX on Thursday for a few days of gaming fun, so I'll be posting anything interesting I find at the back end of the week. But until then, enjoy your own week everyone, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye bye for now.